Good afternoon, everyone. I am Ranjit, and on behalf of Trust Fintech Limited, I welcome you all to today's webinar on loan origination software. For today's session, we are glad to have Mr. Nitin Paliwal sir with us. He is a general marketing manager at Trust Fintech Limited. He will be guiding us through today's session. So, thank you all. Nitin sir, over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Ranjit. Is visible to all of you.
Yes, sir. Your screen is visible.
Okay, fine. One more thing. Shall we continue in English or Hindi? Which language we should prefer for a presentation?
English.
Okay, fine. Once again, welcome to all of you for the today's webinar session on LOS, Loan Origination System. So basically, this solution that we design mainly it takes care the entire appraisal process for and not only just appraisal process, but also this solution or this product helps you to generate more number of leads also. So how I'm saying like more number of leads. So basically the product is having a multi approach. It's not just like taking the appraisal cycle, but also it's a solution, the way we design the solution, that it also allow to get the online application directly by the applicant or online application by the business associates. So these both way we definitely get generate more number of leads or definitely a good cases also, right? So this is a main login page, and here on a login option also we have a different category of users who can use the same login page or same login even window also. So different category of user is nothing but first of all the low applicant, direct applicant. He can directly do the loan application from his end. That is the first category of user. Similarly, business associates or you can say like dealer or agent through which also you are getting online loan applications. So they are also the another category of user. Then the third party agency who are been involved in the assessment process when we receive the loan application case and we want the some assessment process by these third party agencies like a valuer or the lawyers. So they are also the part of I mean this system. So they also get the access of this loan application. So in this way, all these three categories, which are the we can say like outside users, but they are also having the access of the solution. So that provision is also there in the system. And most important part is our internal credit team as a user. Right. So these are the multi category user who can use this application. That's why the product is define and design in such a portal way that it should cater the access of this the outside users also restricted in fact access, not the full access, but the restricted access of their in this solution. So uh, most important part is again for login into the system is you require the user ID and password. So for the end applicant or for the borrower who want to I mean log in into the system and then do apply the loan application, for them we have a simple sign up process here. Now this sign up process is very simple. I mean, it required a very basic information from the applicant so that he can successfully and easily create the user ID. So as an individual, just a name, mobile number and the email ID. And as a non-individual, only the institution name and the CIN number. Rest of the things are common like name, mobile number, email ID. So only I mean, this basic information anybody can successfully create his login credentials, and once the login credential is get created, then he or she can very easily log in into the system to apply the online loan application. Right? Why mobile number and email ID? So that like we can share the OTP on the email and the mobile number, and in this way not only just we are verifying their basic details like email ID and the mobile number, but also we are ensuring the genuine leads. So on the same mobile number and the email ID, system won't allow to create a multiple user IDs also. And at the same time, through OTP, we can validate ki yes, the number and the email ID shared by the applicant is correct and the active, right? So this is a very simple process, sign up process only for online applicant. The user login credential is required only to get created through this sign up process by the online applicant. Rest of the users like your dealer or business associate or business correspondent, whatever we can say, or even like third party agencies and our internal credit team. Entirely for them, we have an internal registration process, user registration process, as well as the agency registration process. And then only system will, I mean, your IT team or admin team will create the user ID for these other category of users, right? Now, being a online applicant, as I said, like once the user IDs get created, then you can log in into the system and do apply for any product. So product like under the retail category, all the products which you have in a masters, and all the business loan products which you have configured into the your master section. So all products which you want to like which you want to allow to be available on the online for the users, those product will be accessible for the online applicant. Now come back to the main login page again. So first option I have we already discussed, that is about the online applicant. Now, second category is the business correspondence or the business associates. So for them, we have an internal registration process. As a third party agency, they can register themselves, and once they are registered, they will get the login ID so that at their end, whoever who want to need a finance or the loan, their details they can share frequently to the bank. So I mean, again, sitting at their office or sitting at their business location, they can share all such customers or the opportunity, or we can say like lead details, those who required the finance, right? So for them also, once they get the login ID, they can again log in from the same this login option. And third category is the third party agencies who are been involved in the assessment process are nothing but lawyers or valuers or maybe document verification agencies. So again, these I mean, users also need to be first get registered internally into the system, and once they registered, then they also get the user ID and password, and so that they can log in into the system and do their activity. Now, the difference in between the applicant, direct borrower applicant or business associates and these third party agencies are very different. Like in case of third party agencies, as and when bank assign any cases, then only they will get the cases accessible to them, and to access those cases, assigned cases to them, they once they log in into the system, they will get the access to those cases, and according to the their job, their responsibility, they can complete their process and do submit again the reports and their inputs online by logging into the system. So all these are the different category of users. Here even there is a EMI calculator. So this EMI calculator is mainly for the online applicant also, as well as even your credit team also. So very easily we can have the simply get the exact EMI by applying the tenure amount and the applicable rate of interest, right? So that kind of feature is I mean available over here. Now I am login as a internal bank user, or you can say like user from the credit section. So moment I log in into the as a credit team user or like internal bank user, depend upon my roles, depend upon my designation or the like available rights, I am getting the access of the functional features. But since to demonstrate all the features, I'm login as a admin user, so that like all functional features will be available to demonstrate. Right now, as an admin user, like I can have functional access to all the features. Just to check, just let me check why. Just give me 1 minute. The entire, LOS system is covered in these four major steps. Like whenever you have a new inquiry or lead, so the option is start begins with the lead entry, right, or opportunity entry. Now that is the first step. Then if the lead is interested to apply, so loan application form entry along with its KYC verification. And once the complete loan application is get entered into the system, then it's underwriting process or the assessment process. And once the assessment process is get completed, then you can able to generate all the required customer centric reports directly from here. For example, it may be a appraisal note, it may be a sanction letter or the disbursement, or most important is the even contract agreement document, right? So the complete workflow of the LOS is mainly covered from new inquiry, loan application, assessment, and the report generation. And to easily or smoothly manage this entire end-to-end like cyclic process, the required, configurations, master data. For that, here we have a sections. In a administration, all the basic configurations are given, like organization structure creation, user management, login policy. Those configuration will be available into the admin section. And in the master sections, all typical masters, but the most important master for LOS system is the product creation. So first of all, let me tell you one thing that our LOS system won't restrict you for any specific product. What I mean to say, I mean the same LOS system will helps you to process or to manage all your personal loan cases, similarly education loan cases, or even like gold loan cases, or housing loan, vehicle loan, term loan. That means even agri-based loan also. So all type of product configurations are already available. The LOS system is not restricted or specific for any specific type of loan. That means like some products in a markets are like it is a LOS specific to a vehicle loan only, or LOS specific to housing loan only, or specific to business loan only. It's not like that. You can create any type of product which usually bank can deal. Basically, the products are divided in two category, business loan and the retail loan. And now there are the subtypes. Now these are the subtypes: housing loan, vehicle loan, personal loan, loans against property, education loan, gold loan, right? Loan against deposit, agriculture loan. All these are my subtypes. That means under any subtype, then you can able to create the product, right? So product configuration, where you can define all different products under the different subcategories and their typical parameters, like what minimum and maximum amount that you allow to process for that particular scheme, what minimum and maximum tenure that you allow to process for that particular scheme. Similarly, its interest calculation method, whether the interest calculation method simple would be applied or compound flat, right? So interest calculation method, then the range, that is a from rate of interest to rate of interest. That means the range, minimum and maximum rate of interest, so that we can create a slab also. So once you define this minimum and maximum rate of interest, system allow you to create a multiple applicable slabs, so that proper rate of interest will be get picked for the application, which is in underwriting process, which is in this assessment process, so that the applicable EMI, everything will be calculated based on the right rate of interest as well as the interest calculation method. And then scheme specific or product specific, the contract agreement document format, sanction letter format as well as the promissory note format also. So every scheme or every loan product, you may have a different sanction letter format, you may have a different promissory note format. Usually agreement format is 101% yeah, different product to product. I mean, definitely for a housing loan I have a different agreement document content, and for a personal loan I have a different clauses and every, I mean, different format of agreement documents. So no doubt that scheme wise we required a agreement document format to be configured, but at the same time system allow you to even map the sanction letter format also scheme wise as well as the promissory note also. So these are the very basic parameters while creating a product into the system. Now the rest of the information, which is again plays a very crucial role in the underwriting process or during the assessment process, is required set of document product wise. So scheme wise you can configure here the required set of document. Here system allow you to mark the required list of document which is typically required as and when you are processing a loan application for this particular product, right? Similarly, internal credit scoring. Now normally in a personal loan or business loan, in a personal loan or like housing loan, we don't usually do the internal grading or marking, but typically for term loan or business loan, where maximum banks are internally even assess the application by giving them the marks and then do categorize in a different grades. So to do this activity, what are the parameters or what are the assessment points? For example, when I'm processing a business loan case, so my first internal grading parameter is like the applicant is private limited or public limited or proprietary firm or cooperative body or like a proprietary firm. Based on that, I can assign the mark. So this is my first internal grading parameter. Nature of business. The applicant who applied for a business loan and he belongs to whether a petroleum business, I may have a different marking. From FMCG, I may have a different, marking. If it is a, we can say like a automobile business, I may have a different marking. Similarly, what I find out as a potential growth, turnover, relationship with bank, all these are the configurable. I'm using a word configurable internal scoring parameters. That means these parameters also you can create by your own while doing the implementation, and the required marks also you can assign by your own. So product wise, whether the internal scoring or internal grading is required, so that also you can choose depend upon the product. Similarly, you can create a interest slabs also, I mean amount wise or tenure wise. So you can, I mean system allow you to create a multiple slabs. And most important is the application workflow. So next is the application workflow. This is a very again very important configurable parameter, uh, like how my assessment process is going on whenever I'm assessing or whenever I'm doing the underwriting process for the application for this particular product. So that you can configure here in the workflow section. In a workflow section, system allow you to select or configure or map the sequence of activity need to be performed in the assessment process of the loan application of that particular scheme or that particular product. That is the one thing. And second thing, within a product also, for example, like I'm configuring here the workflow for personal loan. Now for a personal loan also, the loan application up to 1 lakh, I need a different workflow, and the loan application for the same personal loan, but the application amount is more than 1 lakh, then my workflow should be different. That you can differentiate within product also. That means within product limit wise also, system allow you to create a application workflow. Similarly, who is going to attend that particular stage activity, that also you can configure here. And similarly, charges. This because whenever we are processing a loan application, so max initially we are taking a application fees or loan processing fees uh, for some product, but in some product, apart from the application fees or the processing fees, we may take some other charges or fees also. Right. For example, in case of housing loan, initially we may take like application fee, and when the loan application is reach on a specific stage, for example, like a site inspection or site visit or maybe survey or maybe search report, we may charge some additional fees or charges, but then those charges is only recovered when the application is moved successfully at certain stage, right? So that's why to have this facility, we have a charges mapping at the process level. So here at first stage, what are the different charges that you would like to recover? And when the application move on the second stage, whether on a second stage any charges is required to recover, on a third stage whether any charges need to be recovered, on a fourth stage any charges need to be recovered. So that means sp- uh, you know uh, stage specific you can map or configure the applicable charges, so that system will first of all not only calculate the applicable charges as and when the application is moving on that particular stage, but at the same time it will even give you the notification and alert to the users also, in case without recovering that charges if you processing the case to the next level, right? So that also you can configure into this workflow. And last but not least, very important part of this workflow configuration is the maximum time required to complete or to execute that individual stage activity. So for every individual stage activity, system allow you to define a maximum time required, either in days or either in hours. I'm taking just a very simple example, like document verification is a very common activity or very common stage activity, right? It is going to be performed in a personal loan also, in a housing loan also, or even in a business loan also. But then to complete the document verification activity for a personal loan might be possible that it will be cover or completed in just 2 or 4 hours. So we can assign here like 4 hours. But when I'm configuring the workflow for housing loan, might be possible that document verification activity for housing loan need maximum 2 days. So I can configure here 2 days. Or similarly, if the workflow I'm configuring for the term loan, so where maybe same document verification activity where I configured like it required 5 days or maybe 4 days or whatsoever, right? So that way system allow you to configure the maximum time also, so that automatically if any your credit section user or the assessment user takes more than the maximum time defined in the workflow, then those cases will be automatically marked as a delayed application, and it will like directly notify to the senior authority also that these cases are running delay or running late by this particular user. Right. So turnaround time will be very properly and very perfectly managed with the help of the maximum time defined in the workflow. So all these parameters which we are configuring, everything is for this scheme only, this product only. Similarly, pre-disbursement. Now, before disbursement and after approval, we can say, right? If any set of documents or any specific activity need to be performed before disbursement and after approval, so those we can configure here into the pre-disbursement, again product wise. And the very important part of the product configuration and mainly for the assessment point of view in LOS, that is a decision in rule engine. Now decision rule engine is nothing but the basic your credit analysis parameters For example, whenever I am processing a loan application for housing loan, what should be the minimum credit score required, what should be the repayment capacity required. So that kind of thing we can configure as a basic requirement in a decision rule engine. In case, if suppose we are processing a loan application for business loan or term loan, so there ratios, financial ratios is also plays a very important role, right? So in this product configuration, all these parameters you can configure. Once you configure all this like important parameters, then the entire assessment will be as per these guideline only. So product configuration, that's why very important. Other master entries are nothing but like designations, your internal loan committee creations, agreement templates, different types of charges. Even we have not kept a predefined charges into the system. We have given the charges master also. You can create the required charges also into the system, and its calculation method also, whether the fix amount or slab based or percentage based or minimum or maximum inclusive of GST or not. So all these things you can manage and configure into the this master configuration. uh, so once like all the required masters, all the required the basic master that we have properly configured into the system, my workflow will be very easily, my entire the process flow will be very easily managed. So here you can define the applicable different types of charges, whether it is charge on a fixed amount or loan amount and minimum maximum, GST inclusive exclusive. That way you can configure the charges, your credit officers. Now balance sheet master. Now balance sheet master is again the template structure of balance sheet, so that you can very easily share the blank Excel based template to your business loan applicant, so that they will provide, your applicant who applied for a business loan will provide you the financial statement figures in that Excel template. Usually, to process a business loan, we are taking last 3 years audited, current year, and coming 2 year projected balance sheet of the financial statement, right? So now to enter such a huge inputs of 6 years is become a very tedious job and a time taking activity. To make it more easy, what we did, we like given here the option to create the balance sheet template. That Excel template you can very easily share with your applicant, so that you will get the input in the Excel, and that you can import into the system. So that to avail that feature, this balance sheet template master is given. Even we support agriculture based assessment also. So those bank who are doing even agriculture based loan product, so they have the agriculture master also, like season, then crop type, their crop grade, soil type, irrigation method, and the MSP value and all those stuffs, right? Similarly, we have a agency registration. This agency registration is nothing but the those third party agencies uh, which also, third party agencies like a business associates or maybe the valuer and the lawyer. So these third party agencies you can configure registered here into the system. For that, this agency registration is given, and ratios are nothing but the financial ratios. Now financial ratios which is need to be monitor, and which plays a very key role while doing the business loan cases. So like DSCR, debt to equity ratio, your gross profit ratio, inventory ratio, all these ratio will be auto calculated and computed by the system. And for that, the required its calculation formula or their computation method, that allow allow you to configure from the front end itself. So those also you can define into the master. So that's why this master is very important, where you can configure all these different master. Now let me go through the entire process. Now, how the process will begin. So, as I said, the first process is the lead entry, then the application. So, let me start with the lead entry. Now, in case of walk-in inquiries, because in case of online applicant, the applicant self entered the details. In case of through business associate online cases, then those will be entered by your business associate. But now, when the applicant is come at our branch, that is a walk-in inquiry. So now our user are entering the same details about the lead. So whether he is an individual, non-individual, whether he is looking for a retail loan or business loan, then from a retail also like which particular subtype, and then here we have a product selection. So now he is interested for a housing loan. So I have selected the housing loan. What is the purpose? So purpose is get selected, right? Now further to enter the applicants, I mean lead details. So here like his PAN number, mobile number, date of birth, name, these things we required, right? Because we are entering the inquiry details. So to make your this entry, data entry option or the portion more easy, what we did, we applied or we given here the OCR facility also. Now with the help of OCR, you can quickly capture or extract the details from the document submitted by your applicant. And these document is very important or a very basic document that is which initially we required from the applicant, like Aadhaar and the PAN, right? So what I did, just from the Aadhaar, I'm trying to fetch all the details. Let me take an example. Like uh, if I have a front end image of the Aadhaar of the applicant, I just attach it and capture all the details. Means system has read his Aadhaar number, name mentioned on the Aadhaar, date of birth mentioned on the Aadhaar. Similarly, if I attach the backside of the Aadhaar image, then system will capture, read his address, his state and PIN code from the Aadhaar card itself. And at the same time, when I attach the PAN card, so from PAN also system will read the PAN number, the name, date of birth, right? All these details. Now, with the help of this OCR method, this will not only just help you to easy data entry, but also it will, uh, attach the soft copy of the document also with the lead record. So when we are creating this lead record entry into the system, not only data is been easily get entered with the help of OCR, but at the same time, those document is also get attached with the lead or I mean this inquiry transaction. One thing. Second thing, internally system will verify the names mention, cross check it. I mean system will cross check the name, date of birth on the all the documents, and while confirming, it will give you the notification also that if there is any error or if there is any mismatch in between these two document. That is the one thing. Second thing, here even we have the option to upload the bank statement also in case if the applicant or the inquiry I mean the loan applicant is if he's carrying the bank statement, so we can even attach the PDF copy of the bank statement also, and rest of the information like his income and deduction, whatever the income and deduction details that he has been declared, so those we can enter here, and based on that, system will calculate the like applicable the EMI or rate of interest based on the his income deduction and the period for which he is looking for the loan, right? And the amount. So based on this tenure and the loan amount, system has evaluated the maximum, tentative maximum amount for which the applicant is applicable, the rate of interest applied, and as per the tenure and the required amount, like what should be the EMI. So this will be get generated automatically. So you can convey it to your walk-in inquiry. If the applicant is interested, then definitely he will move for the loan application process. So first phase is get completed. That is the inquiry phase. Now, while completing the inquiry, the file number or the reference number will be get generated, and as and when the applicant is submitting his loan application, then that time we can convert the inquiry into the application. So when we converting the inquiry into the application, the basic details and the information or the document which we have captured initially, those will be automatically forwarded and get available here in the loan application form. Now, usually in a like in some banks or some institutional, they have a practices that before loan application, they will first check the credit bureau score, directly, and they will generate even the credit report also. So the same feature we have applied here in our system also, that if you want, you can check directly from here the credit bureau score, as well as even the you can able to download the credit report also. So for that, we have both the option. Before process the loan application, you can check the credit bureau score from any of these four bureau: TransUnion, Equifax, Experian, and Highmark. So you can, I mean, CIBIL, Equifax, Experian, and Highmark. You can get generate the report, as well as get generate the credit bureau score from these bureaus also directly. We have already, tested the integration with all these credit bureaus. So the bureau which whose subscription you made available to us, we can connect it, and so that it will be available to you. Now we can now move for loan application entry. So any application, we can just take in any application. So whenever you converting the loan inquiry into the application, so all, as I said, like all the details will be get captured. But now here onwards, since you are entering the loan application, so all product wise, the product for which this loan application is depend upon that, I mean depend upon that product, system will automatically apply the all the terms, condition, charges, its assessment, the basic requirement as per the product configuration. So while product configuration, whatever parameters that we have configured, based on that, my system will ask here. I mean, system will demand here all those information. For example, like in a general information, applicants' general information need to be captured. Since loan application form is very lengthy, and uh, it is a multi-page, I mean, we can say like it's a multi-page screen. So to make it more easy for a data entry, what we did, we divided those pages into this tab. So like general information, KYC detail, product related detail, income related details, financial details. Since it's a business loan, term loan, that's why the corporate detail, that means the business details, then the security guarantors details, and finally the auto-generated decision engine. So that in this way, you have a this loan application tabs, and so that like you can very easily perform the loan application data entry over here. Right. So in a general information, like all the general information details you can capture. Since it's a business loan case, that's why here the GSTN number and the PAN number we can verify it from GST through API integration, right? So directly you can, verify by whatever the, I mean, the GST number which has been entered here. This GST number we can immediately verify by clicking here on the button. Similarly, since it's a non-individual case, but in case of individual, so if suppose it's an individual, let me take an example of any individual. Yeah, any case we can take, absolutely no issue. So in case of individual, your PAN number your Aadhaar number will be get verified by just single click. So you can verify Aadhaar number from UIDI directly from here. You can verify PAN number from NSDL directly, or in one stroke, both PAN number and Aadhaar number you can verify. Similarly, you can even verify whether the Aadhaar is being linked with PAN or not, right? So all this information you can directly verify here with through API integration from here. Now, why this we, I mean, why this eKYC we given on the application stage? Why we have not given it on the inquiry stage? Because what we assume that there are like 100 of inquiries you may receive in a month, but then out of those 100, only 10, 20 or 50 may convert into the applications. So that's why this API integration, because API integration is somewhere, it's the recurring cost has been applicable. That's why this eKYC we did on a application stage. So this will not only just confirm that the details provided as a KYC details provided by your applicant to be validated from the regulatory body, but also similarly, as we seen in the OCR, that OCR through whatever the data has been extracted will be entered into the application entry. Similarly, here also the Aadhaar data as well as the PAN data, if you want, you can copy into this application data entry form also. Now, rest of the information like date of, the caste, qualification, its membership type. Now, bank where the share they provide the loan, or before providing a loan, um, and they wish that the applicant should be the member. So whether he is a member or not member, in case of he is a member, then number of sharehold, how many shares he is holding, those information also you can keep maintain into the general information. In a KYC details, system allow you to keep maintain the multiple addresses like present address, permanent address, in case of business loan application, factory address or office address, then his professional details, and the set of documents which we configure in the product master. So only those set of documents system allow you to attach here in this loan application form. In case of income, now in case of income also we have a data entry, also manual data entry also for the income, depend upon the type of category of the user, category of the applicant, whether he's an individual, then maybe your ITR, or like his if he's a salaried, then salary slip. But in case of non-individual, then balance sheet, P&L, those system allow you to their figure system allow you to enter here manually. Or otherwise, we have one more option, that is a bank, similar to bank statement attachment. Bank statement maybe earlier also get attached on the inquiry mode also, or maybe it will be get attached at the application mode also, right? So when you are entering the loan application, so that time also you can attach the bank statement. Similarly, if it is he's a individual and the salaried, so system allow you to even attach the salary slip, or at the same time form 16 also. So form 16 and salary slip, both we are accepting in a PDF format over here. You need to just attach the soft file of these information. System will automatically extract all the details. So similar to the bank statement and the salary slip and the ITR form, system even allowed to attach, in case of non-individual, your balance sheet and P&L document also, so that the system will extract the figures from even balance sheet also by applying the OCR. So system try to extract all the details. Otherwise, we have one more option for a non-individual case, that is a Excel based template also. So through Excel also we can import the financial details in a Excel format. And then security. So definitely in a loan application, the security and guarantors, these are the two very important information, and the very important we can say like uh, data that is required for the assessment. So in a in a security side, all different types of securities, suppose it It may be a FD, it may be a shares, it may be a insurance policy. So system allow you to capture the details security wise. So if you select that this applicant has is providing the fixed deposit, so system allow you to capture all the details related to FD, like certificate number, date of issue, what is its maturity value, whether TDS has been applicable or not. And if suppose if you select the security type as a shares, so whether it's a shares or debenture, and according to that system allow you to capture the details. If it is the insurance policy, then name of the insurance company, policy number, frequency, right, type of policy, right, all these details will be get captured. System allow you to capture, I mean, those details also. And in case of suppose it's a gold and silver, then whether it's a gold or silver, if it is a gold, then whether jewelry, coin, or biscuit. So suppose jewelry. So which type of jewelry? So every individual jewelry system allow you to capture. So for every individual jewelry, you can put up its gross weight, its impurity, its stone weight in case if stone is there. So that automatically the net weight will be get calculated and depend upon the carat, the its purity carat, system will capture its day-to-day basis rates also, so that the right valuation will be get entered, I mean captured by the system. So in case if the security is as a gold and silver, so you can enter all those details. In case of property, land and building, then the property registration number, survey number, its total area, whether it is in square feet, square meter, or acres or hectares, its distress value, market value, government circle value, postal address, the boundary details surrounding to the property on east, west, north, and south. What are the details? So that details you can mention, and even you can capture the property on the Google map also. You can track it on a Google map also with the help of latitude and longitude value. Now, depend upon again the type of security, other information related to that security. For example, like insurance details, if the property has been insured, so its insurance detail, properties valuation details, who did the valuation. So valuers names are here, so you can pick the valuer name and keep enter the details. Similarly, the search report details and any relevant document related to the property, that system allow you to capture over here. So here in the security option, system allow you to enter the security details, and then in a guarantor, system allow you to capture the guarantor's all information like his name, address, his PIN, his TAN number, his PAN number, his mobile number, his CIBIL score, whether he is a member, in case of member, then number of shares. But all information is not mandatory. So only you may like enter only the mandatory information, or even you can keep maintain all the details about the guarantor also, right? So till from inquiry to the data entry up to this stage, all the details are we are capturing from the application form, and at the same time internally system will do the necessary check, validations, and verification also. And finally, means immediately after the loan application entry, even immediately also you can have the idea that what is its possibility. Now depend upon the inputs that you receive, you may check the decision, I mean the result on the decision engine also as per the decision rule, uh, or further you can I mean again and again, like as you are updating the inputs, as you updating the additional information about that applicant, on every stage this decision rule engine will be get updated, and it will get generate the recommendation based on the updated information also, right? So this way we are completing the application form entry into the system. Now if the applicant is co-borrower case, then the co-borrower's KYC and the co-borrower income details is also get entered into the system. So to enter the co-borrower's details, you have to check the co-borrower option. You can use initiate the co-borrower details, so that the complete KYC income similar to the primary applicant, the co-applicant's detail is also get verified and check into the system, and at the last, or we can say like at the final stage, we are submitting the application with the assessment stage. So till here, new lead convert into the application is get entered with the basic KYC verification. Now we are moving to the actual assessment stage. Assessment stage will be completely as per the workflow defined into the product master. Depend upon that, the application movement will be carry on. So since I'm an admin user, that's why all application, irrespective of their stage, for example, like a recommendation stage or loan conclusion stage, or like credit internal credit scoring stage, or even like document verification stage, all applications are currently display on my dashboard. But this is not a actual thing. When you when there is when we are implementing a system, depend upon the user's roles and right, application will be moving from one stage to another stage, and depend upon the user's roles and right, they will get the active loan case on their dashboard. Right. So here we have, many loan applications on a different stages, like on a recommendation stage also, or on a document verification stage also. So one by one, every assessment user, as and when they receive the loan application on their dashboard, they can open it, check all the details, and then depend as per the details, they can finally give their assessment remarks, and along with their assessment remarks, they can submit the loan, I mean this application, they can, I mean, forward it, this loan application, either to the forward side if everything is okay, or even backward side also, in case if the current assessment user found anything incomplete or missing, or like any kind of discrepancy in the application. So uh, the current user backward the same loan application to the previous user also. So send backward option is also available for the every assessment user, and same forward option is also available, and rejection of option is also available. So now while doing this assessment at my stage, now the application is at my stage, so I'm doing the assessment. So while doing the assessment, any customer related details, till date, any exceptions marked by previous users, those exceptions, in case of non-individual loan application case, then the financial ratios, attached document, third party agencies remarks, scorecard, bank statement analysis, every informations are available for me. If I want to see customer details, I just click on the show customer details, the entire loan application form will be get available for me, which earlier submitted, which earlier entered, right? So I can check any details. If I want to see any details, the details from the application form. So I mean, I can do it. And once the required information I got it, then I come back to my assessment stage, and finally I can do my my recommendation and the assessment remarks and forward it, right? Similarly, exception logs is nothing but all the findings, observations noted by the previous stage users. So till my stage, earlier, the users who have been involved in this assessment stage, their observations, their findings, or their doubts, or their, I mean, remarks, they are mentioning, and those are available in this exception logs, right? Ratio is for the non-individual case only. In an individual case, since we don't have the input from the financial statement, so ratios is not being get calculated, I mean generated. But yes, attached documents. So from here, the assessment user can download the document also, and check all the document also from here. Similarly, third party agencies remarks, their agencies who are been involved in the assessment, their remarks also we can consider while doing the assessment. Scorecard. Now this scorecard is nothing but a kind of internal system generated maximum permissible bank financed been generated by the system. So this is nothing but based on the internal grading, external credit bureau, income and deduction details, right? So based on that, bank statement analysis. Now the entire statement, the PDF copy which has been extracted by the system, right? This is the bank statement transaction, and all these transactions will be was extracted by the system, and all this transaction is now available for you. Based on that, system has evaluated its every month balances, and it has been verified also with the proposed EMI, and since the average monthly balance is 5 times than the proposed EMI, that's why system has given the green signal for the bank statement also, that this statement is, as per the statement, at least this is okay. The basic analysis, bank statement analysis done by the system himself. And finally, the in this decision board. So decision board, where we have configured that minimum 700 credit score is required. This applicant is having 780. That's why system has generated that this is a recommended case. There is no identity risk. That's why system has marked that it's a low risk case. Internal credit scoring. External credit score we have seen. Internal grading or marking. We required 70. This case has 72.73. That's why it's a recommended case, right? Its repayment capacity is also, there is no negativity. That's why it's a no risk case. So one by one we can check it how system has given this recommendation or no risk or that kind of remarks. So let one by one. Identity risk, this first part, identity risk. Now in identity risk, system has verified the name of the applicant mentioned in the application, date of birth mentioned on the applicant in the application, and his PAN number, his Aadhaar number. So applicant's PAN, Aadhaar number, and on the document side also, system has verified every individual option. But since there is a missing of Aadhaar number, that's why only that is the cross mark. Otherwise, all the inputs has been verified. That's why system has marked as a low risk. Similarly, now in case of income, now how system has given it as a income side also, it's a low risk, because as per the bank statement, system has already verified that the average balance is uh, you know uh, more positive toward the proposed EMI, and other way also system has evaluated his income or the payment capacity. What are those other parameter factors? So again, the bank statement is again come into the picture. Since he's a salaried, so salary slip and ITR. So as per the ITR also, we have find out the average income, which we can cross verify with the salary slip, and this net figure mentioned on the salary slip has been again cross verified at the bank statement. So everything is verified and checked by the system himself. So the net salary figure, net income figure mentioned on the salary slip, read by the system, and it has verified on the bank statement. Since the transaction in a bank has found the salary credited on his bank statement, on his bank account, that's why the month to month, and even that this system has checking month to month. So April month income is verified, May and June, right? Since for a demo purpose I have just attached the 3 month salary, but usually I know the practices is to attach a 6 month salary slips and take a 6 month bank statement, right? So period is not an issue. So system has verified every individual month, and cross verify even the name also. The name mentioned on the salary slip, that is the name mentioned on the salary slip over here, this is also get verified with the applicant's name. So here everything is okay with his ITR, even the ITR which has been attached. So as per the ITR also, system has evaluated its average monthly income. It is matched with his salary. So that's why system has giving the recommended that it is a recommended case. Then in a collateral side also, the valuation of the collateral offered by the applicant with the requested amount. So if there is no any, negativity, so system has given the recommendation. So on a decision board, the conclusions as well as the identity risk, income risk, and the collateral side also, there is always I mean all the marks are the recommended. Everywhere we have found that it is a recommended case. At the same time, I mean all these depend upon the fact sheets, but then at the same time, one more feature we try to attach here, that is a AI based analysis. Now, this is the additional feature. This, and we are not saying that you can take a decision on the AI base. This is just an additional function feature that we are, I mean, availing here in this credit risk analysis, AI based credit risk analysis about the applicant to be NPA in the future. What is its possibility? So it's a predictive analysis, AI based predictive analysis, that this case will be NPA in future, yes or not? What is its chances? So that is been predicted by our AI trained complete model. So every case data we are through API we are sharing to our AI model, and there AI will generate the result, and that result we are push up over here, so that this will more helpful for you also to take a decision. But I'm not saying that you can only take a decision on the AI base also. Definitely we are taking the decision on the factual basis. So factual basis, these are the factual strata figures, and based on that system has generated the recommendations, right? Then field inspection or the site inspection. So the user who has been involved in the site inspection, he can do the site inspection. And most important thing, as a feature for the site inspection that we have put it, especially who visited, and all those information is definitely get captured. But here you have, the inbuilt feature that while capturing the image, when you are doing this site visit and capturing the, images, so this image, when it is get captured, you will get its latitude and latitude value also. That means the image, for example, when you are doing the site visit to inspect the property, so where that property has been located, so its latitude and longitude value, this is my on a Google. So that will be not only just get captured by system automatically, but at the same time, it will force your user also to do the site inspection on the actual site only, because for performing this site inspection activity, the required image which your site inspector is capturing is automatically capture its latitude and longitude. That means exact location, location position also. So you are also get confirmed that image captured by your site inspector or your field inspector is actual from on-site. So that will be get attached while performing this filed site visit or filed field visit activity, right? So this way, when we are doing the assessment, depend upon the user, that assessment stage, the information is I mean automatically display on the screen. For example, currently we've seen the recommendation stage case. Now let me show you the conclusion stage case. Now in a conclusion stage, if you observe here on the bottom, on a button side, so earlier there is a send backward and send forward option button was available along with a reject button. But now send backward is always there, because even though the application is moved on the finalized stage, but there is a possibility that there is some incompleteness. So I may backward it to the previous stage also. So that's why send backward option is there. But now instead of send forward, the approval button is there because the case is on the conclusion stage. That's why approval button is automatically available here, and rejection button is available since beginning. So I may reject this case also, and I may forward it to the committee also after my approval, right? So your screen, your options will be changed, and your options is also going to be changed depend upon the stage. So which depend upon that your application is on currently at which stage. For example, if it is on a internal credit scoring, so your internal credit scoring parameters will be available. So you have to select the right options and generate its internal credit scoring also. So this way you are giving the marks and generating the internal credit score also for the users. If you see, like as the mark is increasing or decreasing, your grading is also going to be changed. So your scored marks, your percentage and their grading will be changed depend upon the scored marks. So as the mark is been scored, this will be going to be changed. So depend upon the application stage, your input screen will be changed, and available all informations are always available for every stage user. And finally, when the application is get sanctioned or finally the application is get approved, depend upon its stage, you will get the document to get generate. So case wise, your file wise, file number wise, case wise, whatever we can say. So you have the reports to be get generated. Your appraisal note, sanction letter, promissory note, agreement document, everything you can get generate case wise as per the case current stage. If the case is just login into the system, then you won't get the appraisal note, sanction letter or this thing, right? Since this is approved case, so I am getting all this document to be get generated. I can immediately download it and take the printout also. And after downloading and take printout, you can take this sign and file it. So in a nutshell, right from application, lead inquiry, application, and then complete assessment, finally the report generation. In this four major stage process, we cover up this entire LOS system. We have a dashboard also for the management, which is completely a mobile responsive. That means through mobile also, you can see or monitor these dashboard reports on your mobile. First dashboard is the status wise, that how many total loan application we have, and out of the total loan application, how many are rejected, how many are approved, how many in process, how many rejected. So this is the bifurcation and this is a total case. Similarly, you have a product wise, similarly you have a stage wise, and in case if the organization is big, then the regional structure wise also. For example, if we have a multiple zones, if we have a multiple regions, so we can create a multiple zone region and then allocate the branches under the region and loans. So region wise also we will get the dashboard on our mobile screen. I mean, no need to log in even on the system. From sitting at your home also, if you want to see the dashboard, you can generate the dashboard on your screen. Now, just take an example. Like if I click on this total number of loan application, the total application number will be further get bifurcated branch wise, right? So from here, like for any branch, you can generate the report also. For example, if I click on any branch, for example, if I click on this branch, so I further get product wise. If I click product, then I am getting here the multiple cases, right? The cases which belongs to that branch, that product, right? So if I want to track any loan application from this list, so I have a name option to filter mobile number, Aadhaar number, PAN number, any from any information also. I can very quickly, track any information. But a very shortcut option is to track or to search any application by applicant's mobile number. So imagine that you are, first of all, you are accessing this dashboard on your mobile. On your mobile, you have generated this dashboard option where the applicant, application will be get tracked with the help of mobile number also. So just enter here the applicant's mobile number and click on the search button. on your mobile screen, you will get track the loan application of the mobile number by which you have tracked the applicant, right? So moment you track the application, you just click on the loan history, the latest position of the applicant, the application you will get here. That means when this inquiry, when the loan inquiry is login in your bank, when he was applied for the application, when the assessment of every individual stage is going on, and finally currently at which stage the loan application is. Since this is on the conclusion side, so here the current application is on the conclusion side, that is been reflecting over here. So you can even track any loan application simply by searching the applicant or his case by his mobile number also on your mobile, right? Because entire this dashboard section is on the mobile responsive, so you can access it on the mobile also. And once yeah, even as I said, told you one more thing, that post approval but before disbursement, if any document need to be collect, if any activity need to be performed, so you just open that case. If any document need to be collect, and the list of document which we have expected, so whether all these document has been collected or not, you just like whether these is received or not, you just mark it that yes, all this document is received, and then you save it. Moment you complete this pre-disbursement checklist, this is nothing but the pre-disbursement, before disbursement, whatever need to be complete from the customer, from the applicant side, in respect to the document or in respect to any activity that you can complete in this pre-disbursement checklist. Once the pre-disbursement checklist is get completed, then only the case is 100% eligible, or 100% we can say qualify for the disbursement part, right? So to make it final for the disbursement, the selected case, those cases which is completed in all the manners, you are locking here and submitting it to the CBS is nothing but you are locking this case here, and in other way we are confirming that these cases is now logged here and their data will be shared in a form of API or in the XML format for CBS also if it is required, right? So this way my complete process, right from inquiry to the assessment and post approval, the pre-disbursement check, and after disbursement finally submitting the data to the CBS, that means locking those cases to the CBS. Those cases which are rejected at any stage by any user at any moment of time in future, you may revert those rejected cases also if it is required. So you may revert the rejected case also. That means the information, data, everything which we have collected earlier from the applicant, if need to be reprocessed, you can revert it. But usually this has happened very rare, very rare, but the option is there. And those cases whose approval is need from committee or from board, those cases will be available to the board members or the committee members on their dashboard, so that they can also go through all the details and check all the details, and then only take the appropriate decision on that particular case. So board approval is also there, committee approval is also there, and it is totally depend upon the workflow that we configure here into the product master, that who is the right authority for approving the case product wise, maybe product wise, and within product limit wise also. Every combinations are there, conditional combination are there. And finally, apart from the customer centric report, we have other reports also, like board reports, committee reports, loan register, that how many cases that we have, at which stage, right? Even the third party agency wise also. So various reports are there, but then the most important is the customer centric report, and customer centric reports are completely case wise. So you can generate the customer centric report also directly from here also. So this is the complete process flow that we have covered in the loan origination system. I hope uh, I have covered all the points which is typically required for the loan appraisal system.
Our regional experts are just a call away. Let's call today. Thank you for watching.